Tell us who you are, what position you hold, how many people you supervise, and how long you have been with your position.
Okay, my name is Sally Fazio. I am the vice principal at Aldridge High School. I have been doing this for the past 2 years. This is actually my second full year here. Prior to that, I was a teacher for about 18 years in middle school position. Number of people I supervise, let's see, there are 3,000 students in the building. I think we're the third largest high school in New Jersey. And teachers, this campus we have 180 teachers, approximately, I would say 70 other staff members, including nurses, paraprofessionals, guidance counselors, child study team members, secretaries, custodians, and so on. So in total, probably people, I would say, close to 300, and again, 3,000 students. That's a lot.
Yeah. How has your gender affected your ability to move within the organizations where you've worked? Has it helped or hindered you, or not been a factor at all?
Actually, it's done both. I had applied for a position as an administrator for probably about 3 years prior to getting this job. And all of the positions that I had applied for seemed to have been taken by men. And after probably about the 6th position, I think I got a little discouraged and was pretty annoyed with the whole boys club thing. And I don't know why that was. I think that maybe the men that were doing the hiring, because all of the positions were held by men, maybe wanted men to work for them. I don't know. Or maybe it just was the best man for the job. I'm not quite sure. No pun intended. However, when this position became available, the principal who hired me was specifically looking for a female to fill the position of vice principal, because all the other vice principals and deans of discipline were men. And he really felt that the building was lacking a female touch, per se. The girls in the building, I mean, you can imagine there's probably 1,500 female students, in addition to female faculty members, didn't have someone that maybe they would feel comfortable speaking with. I know that some of the issues that you would have to deal with as a vice principal, that a girl or a female student would have issues with, first of all, dress code. It's very difficult for a male vice principal to address a young teenage girl on the fact that she is half naked sometimes. Believe me, they are. Or if there's an issue that's sexual in nature, sometimes a girl would have a difficult time speaking with a male vice principal. So he's a very smart man and realized that this building was missing that female touch. So in that way, it helped me get the position. Although there were men that were interviewed, it kind of just came down to, really at the end, 2 women up for the job, and I wound up getting it, luckily.
Has your gender affected your ability to lead your staff or team? If so, why? And if not, why not?
Absolutely not. It has not affected me in the least. Because I just would not let it. There's no reason that being a woman would affect anything that I do, as far as any decisions that I make or the way that I lead. I am who I am. I am myself, and I can be very tough. I can also be very tender, and I actually like to say call it tough tenderness, because and I don't believe it's because I'm a woman. I just believe it's just who I am. So no, I don't think that it has hindered me in the least making any kind of decisions. I believe that I make the decisions based on the facts, and a lot of times my gut, and a lot of times my experience. And in my mind, I always think, what would be the best for the person involved. So I don't think that my gender plays a role in making decisions.
What recommendations would you give to young females who want to assume leadership positions within the organizations where they work?
Advice-wise, I would say, first and foremost, be yourself. Don't be afraid to make any decisions. Don't fall into the stereotype, or meaning don't be afraid to take a leadership role because you are a woman. A lot of times when women do take a leadership role or are vocal and kind of say how they feel, they always get the stereotypical name of, the B word. However, when a male takes on that role, they are always, strong and they're a good leader, and don't fall into that. Be who you are, make decisions based on what is best for you, what is best for your team. And what I mean is what is best for you. I mean, there's been many times in my career that I've made decisions that may not have been the best career-wise decisions, but they were the best personal decisions for me. First and foremost, when I first started working, teaching was not my first career, and my job was very time-consuming. It took up a lot of my personal time, nights, weekends, and when I started a family, it really became difficult for me to be a mother, which is another role in my life, and to keep the position that I had, which was a marketing executive. It was very difficult. So I made the decision to leave that field and go into a field that I felt was a little bit more family friendly, and still became successful there too. So just two things: don't be afraid to make any decisions that you feel are for the best reasons, and just be yourself, be who you are, be true to yourself, and when you do that, any decision that you make will always be the right one.
Thank you.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was perfect. Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah. I don't know how to stop this. I'm just gonna
Just shut it off.
Yeah.